Welcome back to Dubsy Bricks for another episode of Building Gotham City in Lego. Last week I did the shop fronts along the front here and the side as well as the entrance into the car park, and we've got the mills plates all sorted out along here ready for tiling and the road sections to go in. This week I want to concentrate on getting as many mills plates sorted out as possible, get the road sections exactly where they're going to be so I know where I can put each building and what space I've got available to me. I have found out some more arches so I could put the remainder of the bridges that I want to do along this water section just here. Anyway, that's enough talking, let's get building. I've moved the GCPD so it's in front of the water section just there, and I was contemplating changing it so GCPD was written on this end and you had the arch window as opposed to the other end. The reason for this was that I'm having a road here and I thought that'd be ideal for the entrance where the cars were going to be parked. However, it's just not looking right and it feels like it's too enclosed here. So I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually going to be able to get any buildings put along that row of base plates. And if I don't, that is going to be quite a lot of real estate lost on this city. There's 4 or 5 base plates along there, which I'm not going to be able to build to. The raised platform is going to be coming out pretty much around about here. So I need to work out what I'm going to do. I could do some very low level buildings there. So that may very well be the way forward with that. The only other option I've got is changing this train line so that it doesn't go down the centre of the street there. Now, one thing I could do is I could bring the train line over here a little bit further. That may very well work and it could potentially look better. The other option I've got is I could actually build Wayne Tower on top of this section here, and then I'd have the train station below and then the top train station would be going through the tower itself. But again, not sure whether that's going to look right. I do like the idea of having the Wayne Tower in the centre there. But I'm going to carry on experimenting, carry on thinking about it, but let's get those mills plates all built up first of all. And here are the road sections all in place, and I'm considering making the car park area at the back of the GCPD a little bit bigger. Now this section here was one large base plate originally, or one large mills plate. However, due to having the road through the middle, that was no longer possible unless I made the road go up and then go down again. So I thought I'd just build 4 sections on there, then make a removable plate which sits on top of that, and then Wayne Tower would sit on top of that. However, I am considering rearranging the entire city. I'm very conscious that there's a lot of wasted space around this section just here. We've got the road here, then a pavement, then there's going to be the sea leading up to the Arkham Asylum, and the same round there. So this whole section here, which is 4 by 3 32 by 32 base plates just for Arkham Asylum, which is a lot of space that's taken up. So I just want to have a little bit of a rearrange with the city. Due to being modular, I can rearrange it, and I just want to see if it looks any better by doing so. And it's all changed in Gotham City, and I think this is going to be a much better layout. Arkham Asylum has been moved to the far corner. The Flatiron has been moved from this corner over to the back there. The fire station is going to be going next to the Flatiron. GCPD is going to be staying there. The road that was along here, which is going to have the raised train line, has moved over by 1 base plate. And that's going to allow me to put another row of buildings down this edge just here. I'm still going to have a road going down the centre of Gotham City here, but it's going to go straight through the middle of the raised platform. So there's going to be a tunnel going through the middle of that. And then Wayne Tower will be on top of that, along with another couple of other skyscrapers. Now, down the back here, there's going to be another road which is going to go down, and all of these 3 roads will lead to one road that's going to go across the back there, which is going to be leading to the docks area. Now, this road that's going down the centre here, I am considering shrinking the size of the actual island at Arkham. I won't need to amend the building. I just need to move the cut the shape of the island down a little bit and possibly do something with the exercise yard. And I'm considering having a bridge that leads out of Gotham City, so it is just going to go into the wall for this time at the time being. Now, Ace Chemicals and the docks is facing the wall, so you can't see all the details on there. However, I'm not that worried about that, because hopefully at some time I'm going to be able to get this so you can walk all the way around the table, and then I'll be able to show off all of the details on there. But that's for much further down the line. The road that's going here, again, it's going to need a tunnel going through the raised platform area there. But again, I could do some sort of design in the raised platform area. So it's almost like the scene that you see in The Dark Knight where the Joker is trying to get to Harvey Dent. So there's a lot of potential that I can build on that section there, and I could possibly even integrate somehow down that area the Iceberg Lounge. So I'm really excited about all of the possibilities with this potential layout here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to rearrange the Mills plates and get them all put down correctly. So some of the roads just need to be tweaked a little bit, and then I'm going to try and work out how I'm going to be doing the tunnel section just there. I've decided that I'm going to keep the road on the outside here. Just a moment ago I had pushed it in by one. I was going to have a row of buildings along the edge here. However, by doing it this way I can have the road, then buildings back to back, then another road, then buildings back to back again, and then the other road at the back. So having two main blocks of buildings going down the city there, I think it's going to look a lot better. And here is the start of the tunnel that's going under the raised platform area. I'm going to make a couple of amendments. First of all, I'm going to make each side one stud wider, and then I'm also going to bring the archway down by one stud as well. So I'm going to make those amendments, and once I've done so, I'll check back in and show you how it's looking. And there is the revised entrance to the tunnel, and much happier with that. I've got a gap here of a 16 by 32 base plate, which I have got one of those, so I can get that all Mills plated up, ready to go. I did have a Mills plate here for a road section, which was a 32 by 32. However, this space here is perfect for two 48 by 48 base plates. So I'm going to Mills plate those up in a moment, get one ready with the road section. And this section here will then be all good to go for a couple of buildings on there. Now I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to have the courthouse on there or a town hall, something like that, with a tall tower and a clock on there. If I don't do that there, it'll be the other side, and the opposite one will be the theatre with Crime Alley on. And I'm tending to veer towards having Crime Alley over the far side of the mock, the further away from the GCPD, which is here. A lot more likely to be crime over there, I feel. But it's really nice to see this all starting to come together now. And I finally feel like we're getting somewhere with this layout. Mills plates all sorted out over that side. Just need to work out what I'm going to be doing on that back edge, whether I'm going to have that as a waterfront or a road or a combination of roads and waterfronts. Still got to decide on that. Still need to put the roof on this section here, and I've only got a couple of the art plates available at the moment. However, there are 3 on this section just here. In this section I will be changing. At the moment it's obviously raised, but the road's going to be going through here to get to Ace Chemicals and the docks at the back. So I'm going to take these 2 base plates apart now, and I'm going to redesign this end section here to cater for the raised platform and the road. So once I've done that, I'll check back in and show you what it looks like. And there's the Mills plate all ready for the road section to go in. Now, I was about to start building some steps going up to here. There would be a hole in the raised platform, and I was also going to have a lift entrance or a lift door here, which would have gone up to the raised platform area and the train station. However, I'm thinking it might be better to have the car park down this end as opposed to down that end. Reason being, there is definitely going to be a road this end. On that end, I'm still considering having that as a waterfront because we've got Arkham Asylum, which is on the water, and it would make sense to continue the water along a little bit along there. There's a lot of storytelling that I can do on a waterfront, and I think it would look quite cool having the train partially over the water. So let's make those amendments and see how it looks. And here is the entrance to the car park area. It looks different this side than I had it on the previous side. I think it's possibly I haven't spaced it out the same as it was on the other side, but happy with how this has come along. I'll put a snot brick on this end just here, and I might put an ATM or something else on here that just added detail. What I'm going to do now is start building a overhanging section out on here and put some pillars up along the pavement. And then once that's all in place, I can tile off all of the sidewalks on this part of the mock. So let's get those pillars up, get that roof section on, and let's get tiling. And there is the road all covered over, and I think it is going to need some lights underneath that section just there. I don't want them to be too bright because I don't want to show up the black wall inside the car park entrance. As you would notice from the time lapse, I did break the wall off and replace the very bottom row there with dark bluish grey as opposed to the light bluish grey, and that was just purely to break up the continuous light grey from the pavement onto the wall section. In the next update, I'm going to be concentrating on the tunnel section just there. I need to get the roof section put on there. Now that I've amended this bit down the end, I have got enough art plates to finish that off. And also, it'll be good to get these bits here sorted out next week as well, knowing exactly what's going to be going on the front. I do like the idea of having a water feature on both sides. I think that will look pretty good. Whether or not I connect it up to the sea there, I'm not sure, but I'll cross that bridge next week. This week, I know there hasn't been a great deal of building. A lot of it has been working out the layout, sorting Mills plates out and bits like that. But I do think it was well worthwhile doing it. And I'm much, much happier with the layout looking the way it is. Previously, I've been struggling with where each building's going. But now I feel like there's a much clearer vision of what's going where. And with the stock exchange, for example, again, I built that building. It looks how I want it to look, or starting to. However, I was struggling to work out exactly where it was going to go, but I have got a really good idea of what I'm going to be doing with that now. So fingers crossed, in the coming weeks, you will see that looking a lot better. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you know anybody you think will be interested in watching Gotham City or the Mandalore mock, please share it with them. Anyway, thanks for walking by. See you next time. Bye for now.